Kazakhstan is well known for its global initiatives in the international arena. The country has established itself as a reliable partner and peacemaker. Permanent representative of Malaysia to the United Nations, Shahrul Ikram, highlights that Kazakhstan's initiatives are becoming official documents of the United Nations. He also notes that membership in the UN Security Council has become a clear testimony to Kazakhstan's success, which consolidated a status of an equal participant in the international community.
As we all know that Kazakhstan has been an active member of the international community and has been playing a very active role as a member of the UN Security Council.
In return, President of the UN General Assembly, Miroslav Lajčák, highlights that Kazakhstan cares about the welfare of the entire world and furthermore makes every effort to achieve this goal. Today, the world is ready to support Kazakhstan's peaceful endeavors.
Казахстан очень важный и высокоценимый член международного сообщества.
Kazakhstan is a very important and highly valued member of the international community. It is a country that plays a very responsible and important role. In this respect, the membership in the UN Security Council confirms this. Kazakhstan has shown itself as a very responsible and constructive player, as well as the country that cares not only about its own interests, but also about the welfare of our planet. Member of the European Parliament, Andrei Mamikin, noted that Kazakh citizens can be proud of the fact that Kazakhstan proposes the most significant anti-nuclear initiatives in the world since the very first days of independence.
Ни один вид оружия не принесет столько боли, смертей, как ядерное оружие, и уже даже после.
There is no weapon more harmful than nuclear weapon. Even after reduction of all nuclear reserves in the United States and the Russia Federation, and after the announcement of the nuclear weapon-free zone in Kazakhstan, there are still enough reserves to destroy our planet and the human race. It is very good that Kazakhstan is one of the most vocal supporters of the policy of nuclear weapon-free world because it's very important. Nuclear energy should serve people only in peaceful purposes and not the military purposes.
И должен служить человеку только как мирный атом. Ну а атому военному нет никогда.
Works to find new world-class copper deposits have started in Karagandy region. 3 major geological exploration projects are being implemented in the region with investments from foreign investors. An Australian-British trust fund has allocated 9 billion tenge for the search of the minerals. Exploration works are conducted at sites of Balkhash, Sarishagan and Korgantas. The total area of the sites is estimated at 17,000 square meters. Geologists expect to find a large quantity of porphyry copper deposits. According to the geologists' forecast, the ore reserve in this area amounts to 1 billion tons. In addition, the region plans to open a geochemical laboratory which will meet all international standards.
Қазақстанда лабораториялар бар, бірақ олар дүниежүзілік
We will have such a laboratory for the first time. It will meet all international standards. All our investors can bring samples to this laboratory. We can show results to international financial institutions. In the first half of the next year, we will launch the laboratory.
немесе Ресейге жақын жерде Чита ең жақыны сол түгін жан-жаққа таситын.
Modernization of Kazakhstan's enterprises has allowed the improvement of production processes and quality of goods. It also provides the opportunity to expand the range of products. A winter diesel fuel production plant in Stepnogorsk in Akmola region is set to boost its capacities as it will start to produce gasoline. In particular, additional catalytic oil processing units worth 400 million tenge will be launched at the refinery. It will also increase the enterprise's capacity and will expand the range of products. With the new equipment, the manufacturer is expected to produce 150,000 tons of fuel and lubricants per year with application of innovative technologies that meet the European requirements. Specialists said that they don't have to choose the raw materials due to the new equipment.
С пуском каталитической установки появится еще и дополнительный ассортимент.
The range of our products will be expanded with the launch of the catalytic unit. It will partially include gasoline and gas that we will dispose. With the aim of environmental protection, we will not burn liquid hydrocarbons. Our unit will operate on gas and it will significantly reduce emissions.
Наша установка, естественно, и выбросы кратно сократятся.
Meanwhile, following the modernization plan, a petrochemical plant in Pavlodar has started to produce new types of fuel of the K4 environmental class. The enterprise also produces aviation fuel, which is very important for the domestic market. The large-scale modernization has helped to enhance production capacities. This year, we resumed production of aviation fuel and increased production of high-octane petrol by 30%. The Pavlodar plant currently operates at a full capacity as it provides the agricultural sector of Kazakhstan with fuel. The enterprise is expected to produce 18,000 tons of fuel by the end of the year. Installation of the modern equipment costs 189.5 billion tenge. International experts of the World Health Organization assess the Mother and Child Center of the East Kazakhstan region as one of the best in Central Asia. Specialists arrived in the region to evaluate the quality of medical services offered to women in labor and newborns. Experts say that modern technologies, the latest equipment, as well as a coordinated work of medical staff and parents have led to positive results. Newborn infants weighing only 500 grams are successfully nursed in the center. Since the beginning of the year, more than 5,000 babies have been born in the medical center, out of which 332 newborns are premature.
Центр матери и ребенка в Каменногорске, они точь-в-точь выполняют.
The Mother and Child Center in Oskimien meets standards and clinical protocols of Kazakhstan, as well as follows the World Health Organization's recommendations. There are not only excellent conditions for mothers and newborns, but also everything is provided for first aid.
И новорожденных есть и все, что нужно для оказания первой помощи.
New books on Kazakh literature for the 10th and 11th grades were delivered to Kazakh schools in Uzbekistan ahead of the new academic year. The books cover an extensive educational program that includes the main literature works of Kazakh writers, poets and critics, such as Abay, Yebray Altansarin, Shakarim Kudayberdiev, Shokan Walikhanov and Sakien Seyfulin. More than 650,000 Uzbek children will enter the first grade this year, including hundreds of ethnic Kazakhs who will study in Kazakh schools.
Қазақстандағы оқулықтардан өзгешелігі әлем әдебиеті қазынасынан
The main difference between these textbooks and Kazakhstan's textbooks on Kazakh literature is that our textbooks on Kazakh literature also include prominent Uzbek writers who made significant contribution to the preservation of Kazakh-Uzbek cultural ties. The program includes writers such as Gafur Gulom, Oybek, Mirtemir and others.
Қазақ-Өзбек халықтардың достығын, ынтымақ бірлігін кеңіне жырлаған.
Astana, the Pearl of the Great Steppe exhibition, dedicated to the 20th anniversary of Astana, was held in South Korea. Kazakhstan's First President's Foundation brought more than 40 photographs to Seoul. Kazakh artists performed at the event to showcase Kazakh national traditions. I visited Astana and Almaty 10 times. I visited museums and other attractions with my friends. At the exhibition in Seoul, I had the same feelings that I had in Kazakhstan. I was surprised that Astana has developed in a short period of time. To continue developing cultural and social cooperation between Korea and Kazakhstan, First President's Foundation and a Korean foundation signed a cooperation memorandum.
Меморандум барысында алдағы уақытта осы жылдың соңына дейін содан кейін келесі жылы Қазақстан
As part of the memorandum, Kazakhstan First President's Foundation will hold roundtable meetings on nuclear disarmament by the end of the year and next year. We also plan to hold projects whereby young scientists from Kazakhstan visits Korean research centers to learn international best practices. The Korean cultural centers, on the other hand, will hold their culture days in Kazakhstan.
ірі мәдени өкілдері Қазақстанда мәдениет күндерін өткізуге мүмкіндік алып отыр.
Astana's attractions will be showcased for visitors in the United Kingdom as well. Kazakhstan is an attractive destination for tourists from all over the world. The republic was visited by 1.8 million people in the first quarter of this year. Foreign tourists are attracted to Kazakhstan due to its beautiful nature, unique cultural and historical sites, as well as authentic customs and traditions. Another factor contributing to the growing number of travelers is visa-free arrangements that Kazakhstan has established for citizens of 48 countries, including Georgia. A bilateral agreement allowed Georgian citizens to stay in Kazakhstan for up to 90 days. I visited Astana about 3 years ago. It was my first visit to Kazakhstan. Local people absolutely impressed me. I have never met such welcoming, kind and responsive people, although I travel a lot. Moreover, I have been wishing to visit the Aral Sea for many years, and I believe that we will eventually go there soon. We are planning to buy tickets and travel there in November. It is probably going to be cold there, but we are ready for it. According to travel companies, the flow of tourists from Georgia grew by 75% over the last year. More travelers are planning to visit Kazakhstan, while ancient monuments harmoniously coexist with modern progressive technologies. Georgians used to visit Kazakhstan mostly for business purposes. However, currently, they are interested in Kazakhstan as a travel destination. It is a well-developed country with a rich history. Turkestan is popular among Georgian tourists due to its ancient monuments and mosques. Many people are also attracted to Kazakhstan's nature and landscapes.
Nice, welcome to Astana. Thank you so much. We are happy to stay here.
German tourists were impressed by Kazakhstan's diversity. A German couple, Reinhard and Ingrid Kiesel, were fascinated by the nature of Kazakhstan. They also learned more about the culture and customs of the Kazakh people.
The best what we had in Astana was to meet people because they are so friendly, they are so warmness. And by that time we like to stay in Astana, but we want to see more from Kazakhstan. And we know it is not the first time we stay in Kazakhstan. We will come back.
Reinhard and Ingrid have visited more than 20 countries so far. They traveled all over the Americas on their minibus. Their ongoing trip started in Hamburg in May 9th, and they have visited Moscow, Kazan, Novosibirsk, Vladivostok and Ulaanbaatar. The couple dedicated this Eurasian trip to the friendship between Germany and other countries. They plan to complete their tour in October. Scientists of Semey have discovered another mystery of ancient times. Ancient items found in the vicinity of the city, as well as remains, could belong to the early Bronze Age. Members of the Priirtyshiye Society of Local History have found the Mukursky hunter on the bank of the Mukur River in late May. The hunter died in the spring, possibly by falling off the cliff. In addition to bones of the ancient hunter, the regional specialists have also discovered a skeleton of a horse. This person might have been the Hans Sarmat or belonged to the Turkic or post-Mongolian period. Researchers have to identify the exact date. The bronze was not found next to him. No metal was found. The copper plate indicates the early Bronze period. In my opinion, he is approximately 3,000 to 4,000 years old. We will send all the findings to the Margulan Institute of Almaty. International music festival titled Discover Silk Road Star was held in the Georgian city of Batumi for the first time. The event brought together representatives of Kazakhstan, Tajikistan and 14 other countries. The contestants performed global hits and popular compositions of their countries. In the finale, they performed a composition in Georgian language. According to organizers, the festival will be held annually and not only in Georgia. Georgia is one of the key parts of the Silk Road. In addition to the political position, friendship is another important aspect that can bring people together. Music has a uniting power. I would like to mention that the contestants are experienced performers. Miras Junugusov represented Kazakhstan at the competition. The 18-year-old singer's unique vocals impressed the audience and the judges. The youngest contestant passed through 3 stages and advanced to the finale. Emilia Yagubova from Azerbaijan won the competition through public vote. The most romantic works of Kazakh, Italian, French, German, Austrian, Croatian and Russian composers were staged at Astana Opera. Kazakh soloists and invited Croatian soprano singer Sandra Plamenet performed the opera. Despite the extensive repertoire with several parts from world classics, the singer liked the Kazakh melodic compositions. The talented young singer could feel romanticism, tenderness and lightness of the Alkunir song.
I've
chosen this work because it is very beautiful, romantic, and I liked it very much. And at the beginning, I listened to it and then decided to sing it myself. To me, Kazakhstan is associated with romanticism because people are very soft here. They have warm soul and the scope is wide. In general, I like that Kazakhs are very hospitable, warm, and interesting. They have some kind of their own philosophy, and I like the Kazakh language. Incredible vocal skills, high professionalism and natural charm of young soloists of Astana Opera, Madina Islamova earned the love of the audience at the musical evening. She performed the best opera arias of European works of 18th to 19th centuries at the stage of the Chamber Hall.
Сегодня в моем исполнении прозвучат арии Винченцо Беллини и Джакомо Пуччини.
Today, I perform areas of Vincenzo Bellini and Giacomo Puccini. I will perform Liu's aria from the Turandot opera. There will be the aria from the scene where Liu sacrifices herself for her immense love and says that I might never see him, Kalaf, again. Sacrificing herself, she will live, and the love that blossoms between Turandot and Liu will sparkle through all centuries.
В жертву он будет жить, и любовь, которая расцветет между Турандот и Лиу, она будет сверкать сквозь все века.
Asik Atu is one of the oldest games of nomads. People name the game differently in each country, but rules of the game remain the same. For example, the game is called Ordo in Kyrgyzstan. The game is very popular today. Participants from the United States and the Czech Republic showed their preparedness for the game at the nomad competitions. Last year, the Kazakh Asik Atu game joined the UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage.
My
name is Adriana. I'm from America. We're playing Ordo. This is a common game of nomads. Last year we included it into the UNESCO's list, and I saw with my own eyes how Indians and French women play Kak Pakul very well. The rules of the nomads' game are almost identical. We are glad that our values are developing. Horses have been of primary importance for nomads. Horse racing is an important element in the life of the nomads. No nomad competitions can be held without baigie. At the World Nomad Games in Kyrgyzstan, athletes will compete in sports like Aldarispak and Kokboru. It's our second participation in Kokbar and Aldarispak. We have Asian champions among our Aldarispak athletes. We are also participating in Kyrgyz Chonbaye race for 80 kilometers, and our athletes are well trained. We won medal in the previous competition. This time we are planning to do the same. Kazakhstan has one of the largest delegations. They are participating in all competitions. At the previous games and at the current games, Kazakh Kurasi is one of the most popular sports held under the International Federation. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan is represented by 204 athletes competing in 32 sports at the World Nomad Games. Kazakhstan is currently placed third in the overall medal standings of the Games.